Good late afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Holly and you're watching Calcine TV live from Sydney. This is the last show of the day, the last trade. And an action-packed week has just begun and there's no better way to wind down a Monday than with the latest market close commentary. Well, the Australian share market started the week on a bearish note, undermining firm cues from Wall Street. The ASX 200 index traded 0.2% lower by the mid-session today, with 7 of 11 sectors trading in the red zone. At the market close, the benchmark index was down 4.70 points over the last 5 days. The index has gained 1.10% and is currently 2.37% off its 52-week high. 7 of 11 sectors traded lower as energy was the best performing sector, gaining 1.93% and rebounding from its recent decline. Travel stocks advanced following Sydney Airport's announcement that it had accepted a $32 billion takeover bid. Flight Centre Travel Group was the biggest gainer today, up 5.3% and followed by St Barbara and Perseus Mining. Shares of Deterra Royalties and Webjet rose as well by over 4% each. But in the red zone today, Polynovo led the bandwagon. Other laggards of the day include Clinuvel Pharmaceuticals, Domain, Xero and Netwealth Group. And perhaps one of the biggest updates that came today, BHP, Australia's largest mining company, is continuing to retreat from fossil fuels with a deal to sell 2 Queensland coking coal mines to Stanmore Resources. The deal marks the latest step in the company's push to better align its portfolio with global decarbonisation efforts. Stanmore has agreed to pay $1.6 billion to acquire BHP's 80% stake in the BHP Mitsui coal joint venture, Poitrel and South Walker Creek mines in the Bowen Basin. Speaking of deals, Australian pharmaceutical industries has inked a scheme implementation with its remaining suitor, retail conglomerate Wesfarmers, at a 1.55 per share value. The deal adds up to API more than $760 million. And it continues to rain deals here because Sydney Airport has agreed to a $32 billion takeover bid by a consortium led by the superannuation fund-backed IMF investors. The airport said the deal values its equity at about $23.6 billion, which is $1.3 billion more than the consortium's first bid. And a shareholder meeting will be held in the first quarter of 2022 to vote on the takeover. Meanwhile, shares of Burns treatment group Polynovo have plunged to their lowest since March last year, after the board decided to part ways with Chief Executive Paul Brennan, citing increased differences over his management style. Former Polynovo board member and ex-Johnson & Johnson executive Matt Johnston has accepted the role of interim chief executive in the meantime. And hotel tech group Siteminder has successfully debuted on the ASX. Siteminder connects hotel booking systems directly to global sites and allows the hotels to upgrade pricing instantly and dynamically. The company has a market valuation of $1.93 billion when shares peaked at $6.90 this morning. Now it's time for a short break, but stay tuned because I'll be right back with more trending market updates.
Hi there, James Preston for Calcine TV. Are you into gaming and virtual reality? Does AI and the endless possibilities it entails capture your interest? Or are you constantly trawling through the web to try and discover the latest updates and innovations in the tech space? Well, let us do the work for you. From the latest product launches to shocking affairs on the World Wide Web, exclusive interviews and information about the top companies like Apple and Google to brand new tech startups vying for your attention. Calcine's Tech Beat has the latest in what matters in the world of technology. Join me every single Thursday on The Tech Beat, exclusive to Calcine TV.
Hello and welcome back. Holly here with the market close commentary. Now that we know the stance back home, let's move on to our next segment and take a look at the Asian and global market performance. Well, before the week began, the global forecast for the Asian markets remained firm as they get to react to the better than expected employment data from the US and the corresponding bump in crude oil prices. On top of this, China's October exports rose 27.1% over a year earlier. And today, the Asian stock markets were mostly lower after Wall Street hit a new high, and China reported a double-digit rise in exports. The Nikkei 225 in Tokyo fell 0.1%, while the Shanghai Composite Index shed 0.2%, and the Hang Seng in Hong Kong lost 0.3%. The Kospi and Seoul retreated 0.9%, and on Wall Street, the S&P 500 rose just over 4,697 after the government reported the U.S. economy added 531,000 jobs last month, which is better than the census forecast of 450,000. The Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 0.6%, and the Nasdaq Composite added 0.2%. While a lot remains in store this week that could be impacting the global share markets, namely the US government is due to report inflation this week. Investors are watching the price rises amid fears that inflationary pressures might prompt the Federal Reserve and other central banks to pull back on stimulus, which is boosting stock prices. And China's ruling Communist Party holds a plenary session or a full meeting of its leaders, military and provincial party bosses this week. With that said, let's move on to the last segment of the show and have a look at the buzzing crypto market performance. Well, there are over 6,000 cryptocurrencies as of 2021, and the new coins keep appearing as it gains worldwide acceptance. Bitcoin prices today surged to trade above the $65,000 US mark. The world's largest crypto by market cap, Bitcoin was up over 5%. It's been rising 121% this year so far after hitting a record high of near $67,000 in October. Meanwhile, Ether, the coin linked to Ethereum blockchain and the second largest crypto, also gained nearly 3%. And Dogecoin rose over 3% as well. Cardano prices gained more than 3%, and Shiba Inu took a tumble, unfortunately, over 9%, while Solana slided as well, 4%. And just last week, the Squid Game crypto token, which saw a rollercoaster ride since it was launched, emerged as the top gainer in the global crypto market. Well, that's a wrap, folks. I hope you found the market closing commentary interesting. We'll be back tomorrow live from City at 9:30 a.m. in the morning with our first report on the pre-market scene. Good luck and stay safe. Holly Shields signing off.